Knicks at 107 to 81.
Jalen
Brunson with the pick.
Brunson. Big body Brunson. Myles Garrett. Last but not least, Cade Cunningham. Out of these three strong, powerful men, who deserves a championship more? Firstly, Jalen Brunson, a man every single New Yorker from the classic bacon, egg, and cheese to maybe, I don't know, I'm walking here to, hey, I live in New York. They all love Jalen Brunson. Every single comedy show, every movie about New York has some sort of little diss line like, hey, how about the Knicks? How about the Knicks? The Knicks, you know, it's a funny joke. It's hilarious. Oh, the Knicks are bad. I get it. Because they were bad for a long time. Like putrid ass cheese. Disgustingly bad. But guess who turned that frown upside down? Now, I was watching Daredevil last night, and they even had a little joke about the Knicks in there too. Like, hey, Daredevil, how about the Knicks, right? It's hilarious. Well, not anymore. Can't make those jokes anymore because of this small, girthy, compact man. Jalen Brunson has worked to turn around this entire franchise since the second he came here. You want to know what else the captain of New York did? Took a fat, juicy $100 million pay cut to allow the team to play Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, Jalen. Let them pay me. They have OG Anunoby. They have got Bridges. They've got Josh Hart. I think I said that already. But they got a whole conundrum of amazing players. Why? Because Big Body Brunson took the hit. He wants to win. He wants this city to love him, and he wants to love this city right back. And that makes sense somehow, some way it does. And Jalen Brunson deserves everything he's ever gotten. And you know, not even... I personally hate the Knicks as a Celtics guy. I mean, come on, we have a little bit of a rivalry there, right? Yeah, if I see a Knicks fan, I'll probably spit on your mouth. Yeah, I will. But I must admit, Jalen Brunson is a sweet, delectable treat to watch. It's an honor to watch him play basketball. The way, you know, sometimes he does foul bait, but I mean, who doesn't? Everyone goes, ouch, why did you hit me in the back? That's 2 free throws. Stop. Everyone does it. Everyone. So I can't really get mad at him. He's clutch. His dribble package is insane. He puts on for all short kings, even though he's not really short, but in real life, in NBA terms, he's short. So I get some inspiration there. He really is one of us. And I'm so, I don't know, I get so inspired when I see these like New York street, you know, the influencers that have a microphone and they go up to people saying, what do you like best about New York? Hey, what do you like about New York? I just run an Instagram channel. Hi, what do you like about New York? And they go, Jalen Brunson. I love Jalen Brunson. Everyone loves this guy. And if he brought them a chip, if he brought the franchise who everyone makes fun of in every single movie, every line, every common thing is how bad the Knicks are. The Knicks, oh yeah, we're just trash. We're trash. Imagine if he pulls it off. We won't be hearing any of those more corny ass lines in any of those movies. We'd be hearing, oh yeah, the Knicks finally got one. Big body Brunson. So you know what? That could be a little bit of a push on this scale. But secondly, we move on to Myles Garrett. Does Myles Garrett deserve a championship more than Jalen Brunson? Well, listen, Myles Garrett he's horrifying. He's horrifying. Running into Myles Garrett in a dark alley would be the scariest thing of all time. The man broke the sack record, plays impeccable defense, probably the best defender in the NFL. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't think that's rage bait. I think that's genuine. What he does for this poopy ass Browns team is absurd. It just seems like he's the only one that wants to go out there and win him a ball game. Truly. And I know he complains and he'll throw his helmet on the sideline and be like, what the hell? What the hell? How are we down 75? I've got 2 fumble recoveries and 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. How are we down 70? And then he'll go and throw his helmet and be like, I'm mad. We're losing. And then he won't leave or do anything about it. He'll just sign another big daddy contract with the Browns. But if they ever were, you know, in the case that, you know, the world's ending and the aliens finally decide, I want to come down and watch the Browns win a Super Bowl. If somehow the Browns ever came around to actually win a game, Myles Garrett really does deserve a ring for what he has gone through torturous hell. Listen, I'm sure Cleveland is a nice city. I'm sure all the jokes about people saying about how bad it is and how much it would suck to live there, I'm sure they're just lying. I'm sure it's great. It looks really fun. So he's had to endure that city. He's had to endure that franchise. He's had to put his body on the line. Had to put his imagine when it's like the off season and Myles Garrett's like, he's in his summer. He's like, I'm getting ready for the next season. He's like, we're gonna be good this year. Imagine how uninspiring it is to go like, I'm gonna grind this summer, so we're gonna get a Super Bowl. And, I'm gonna hoist that Lombardi. I'm gonna go it's useless because he's grinding to be down 45 every game. I mean, he does get paid millions and millions. Maybe that helps with the motivation. But come on. At some point, hey, you can't bring money to the grave with you. All you can bring to the grave is your reputation and what you did in this life, right? Right? Isn't that what they say? So I guess, yeah. Okay, Myles Garrett has put in a lot of work. Maybe he does deserve it. I don't know. But next, Cade, the Spade Cunningham. Mr. Cade, you took on this poopy, terrible run of a franchise the Pistons have been on since I'd say 2005-ish to really up until last year. You inherited dog poop. Like, it was bad. Fans wearing bags over their heads. They were paying money to wear a bag over their head just to show how bad their franchise is. And like, oh, I don't want to be here so badly. Like, I'm going to wear a bag because I'm so clever. Cornball. Screw you. But they were doing that when Cade first entered the NBA. And the team was still bad. He was looking at that rap sheet and said, we are not 2-20 whatever bad. We're not 2 wins. We're not that bad. And everyone goes, hey buddy, get used to it. You play for Detroit. You're gonna be that bad. What did Cade the Spade Cunningham say? What did he do? Turned his team into the best team in the Eastern Conference just a year, 2 years later. That fast. I'd say about year 3. That is absolutely absurd. The Pistons were a laughing stock. They brought the whole Detroit bad boys culture back. You see Jalen Brunson when he's getting ejected from the game, he's holding up the Detroit logo like, yeah, that's Detroit. We're tough. We build cars and we're strong. And we had Bill Laimbeer at one point in time, and we used to mess up Michael Jordan like 30 years ago. And they're bringing sexy back. They're bringing that hardcore Detroit basketball back because of Cade Cunningham. Almost averaging he was averaging 30 the first couple months of the NBA season. He's putting on an absolute clinic. Collapsed lung, no problem. They still held the #1 spot in the East. Could have been an MVP, and I wouldn't have been surprised. I wouldn't even have batted an eye. I would have been pissed. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I guess if you can turn around the Pistons, you probably deserve the Nobel Peace Prize, like at this point. So it is very, very impressive for what he's done. But we must answer the good old question: who deserves a ring more between Jalen Brunson, Myles Garrett, and Cade Cunningham? Well, this answer may shock you. It's Jalen Big Body Brunson. $100 million pay cut. Every single line in every movie would just vanish, and all they would do is now talk good about the Knicks. Imagine if the Knicks won an NBA championship. We would see maybe New Yorkers would be a little bit nicer. Maybe they'd walk with a little bit more pep in their step and be like, hey, good morning. I'll have a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I'm happy. I'm going to be nice to the tourists that come here and visit our city because Jalen Big Body Brunson just won us an NBA championship. Imagine the culture of the city would change. The Knicks forever would be seen as like, you know what, maybe they were not cursed. Unfortunately, Stephen A. Smith would be happy, which is a huge downside, but Jalen Brunson deserves it for everything he's done. Praying for you, man. Thank you so much for watching. Chosen Sports is at war versus ESPN, and we are fighting every single day to be bigger than them. So please subscribe and support our channel every day. It means a lot.